Hi guys, and welcome back to BBE TV. My name is Katie Roberts, and I'm here today with the lovely Ebony V, who is a R&B singer. And I was at a party last night until like 4 a.m., so I'm a little tired, but I brought up to some people I was going to be interviewing you. I'm like, oh, I'm interviewing Ebony. And we got a whole conversation of like 5 people talking about like, can names be sexy? And like, is Ebony, like they're like, Ebony's a sexy name. And like, it was a whole thing. But apparently people think you have a very nice name.
Thank you. Thank you guys.
So obviously you do a lot of R&B songs, and a lot of them are about like the subject of love.
Yeah.
In all different kinds of forms, whether it's like heartbreak or like puppy love or devotion, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And I just wanted to ask, like, for you, is that like one of the most important things to you, is like love for people around you and all that?
Yeah, I'm big on love. I'm a big lover, and I feel a lot. So I feel like with that, it shows a lot in the music that I make.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm big on love.
It really does. Yeah. And I also really liked, so some of your songs are like the full like 3-minute, 2.5-minute type songs. But you have a lot too that are like a little bit shorter, a minute or less. And I really love that, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like difference, or yeah, I guess just like that difference of you come in and say what you want to say and you don't overstay your welcome, I guess. And I think it's really smart. I think a lot of artists nowadays try and push for those super long songs, or they want to like be different and do something that's shorter, but they don't fully get their message out.
Yeah.
And I think you do a really good job of that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah. So I went on your Instagram, which we're going to post the Instagram in the description. If you want to go follow her, you should. And I saw that you post thanking Tailored Made Creative Studios, talking about like a competition in New York you were involved in. So what was that all about?
So on Instagram, Major Galore, she had collabed with Tailored Made Studios in New York. And it was a competition to see like which artist can win. It was a photo shoot. It was an interview. It was a studio session. It was like 2 other things I don't remember, but it was vote based. Yeah. So shoot, I was sending my stuff around trying to get her like, hey, I'm doing this competition, and luckily I ended up winning. And that
congratulations,
yeah,
that's
thank
huge.
You. Yeah. So we had flew out to New York. We did the interview. We did the photo shoot and the studio session and everything, and it was real nice.
Man, so you flew to New York. Was that like all expenses paid type thing?
No. Okay. No, I paid the whole way there.
No, that's
to
okay.
Stay, everything, yeah.
So you flew out there. You said you did like a photo shoot, which is awesome. I saw you also thanking some people for like your hair and makeup and everything.
Yummy. She did my makeup.
Girl.
And Tanisha did my hair. Okay.
So really quick sidetrack. Yummy. You want to talk a little bit about Yummy?
Sure. What do you want to know?
So Yummy is here in the studio with us in the background, and she is your lovely girlfriend. Yeah. You said you've been together for 10 months now, so how did y'all meet?
We met, I was being a little stalker. Not stalker, but I was lurking on her Instagram. I had seen one of my friends post her on their story, and I'm shy. I don't usually talk to, like, go up to people and be like, oh, I want to talk to you, or I think you're cute, or some shit like that. But I sent her one of my songs, I think, or one of my posts or something. And, yeah, so from then on, she said, if you want me, just say that. And I said it, and here we are.
So she's way more direct than you.
Yeah,
That's good. It's good to have those differences in a relationship. Because if you're both too shy, you won't say nothing. If you're both too direct, you're going to be fighting.
Clashing,
No, that's good. That's so sweet. So moving on to some of your music, we're going to first like kind of touch on some new music that you just dropped like a month ago, which is super recent. Yeah. And the album name is Songs I Wrote About You. Yeah. Which I wanted to ask, was there like a specific, well, this is kind of weird with having her here, but was there like a specific girl that like inspired that, or was it just like spur of the moment type thing, or was it inspired by her?
It was inspired by her, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was inspired by her. So Lullaby, Hey Lily, she's Lily.
Okay.
So, yeah, Lose It All was just like me just being in my head and just wanting her there.
Yeah.
So, and what did I miss is just like, it's not really completely about her, but it's just like something to add on to it.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just 2 songs.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to touch on what did I miss first and then move on to the other ones. So what did I miss is just like beautiful like heartbreak song.
Yeah.
Just asking like yourself, what did you do? And like basically that like you love this other person so much that they couldn't have been the one to like be in the wrong. It has to have been something that you did or something that this other person had that you don't have.
Yeah.
And I think it's such a great like reflection song because I feel like so many people feel like that when like relationships turn bad that it's like it has to have been you.
Yeah.
Have you had any of those kind of relationships where it was like you got in your head about that and it was like just kind of a rough time? That you kind of pulled from?
A few times. There's been a few times where I have, but then again, I don't know. You can't really. How do I say? Damn. What am I trying to say?
You're okay. Like, you can't really, like, dwell on it.
Yeah, you can't dwell on it, and you can't really put all the blame onto yourself because people are going to do what they want to do regardless. You can't really, like, please don't do this or please don't do that, or, I mean, they're just going to do what they want to do, so.
Exactly.
Can't really blame myself completely. I mean, we all have our faults and things, but, yeah. I just feel like some things should be avoided.
Absolutely. No, that's good advice to people out there. Never think that the entire blame is on you.
Yeah.
And you can always find someone that compliments you better.
Yes.
So don't dwell on it. You'll be all right. So Lullaby.
Yes.
You said that is inspired by her.
Yes.
And so is Lily her nickname? Or
her middle name.
her middle name? Okay.
Yeah.
Which beautiful middle name, first off. Very pretty. And all I could think of when I was listening to the song was there was like a study I read a little bit about not that long ago about how like when you are, it's just you and the person that you're in love with are around each other and like there's something about like because you're so in love and like you're so comfortable around each other, you get sleepy.
Yes.
And get tired.
Easily.
And yeah,
Easily.
I the same way with my boyfriend. I was thinking about that the other day. That's why I found the study. I was like, why the fuck am I always so tired around you? And so that's all I was thinking about because like the song is just, you know, it's about that like you're my lullaby, you like make me comforted type thing.
Yes. Because literally, I think it was yesterday or it was certain times where we just lay there and we're just planning to just lay there. And we end up knocking out within 2 seconds. And it's like, what the fuck? Like, we're supposed to be up doing shit. But yeah, it's always the best naps, the best sleep though. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Man, that's so cute. And then finally now moving it to Lose It All, which, like you said, is like about getting in your head and like all those doubts that you have. And basically the whole like, I don't think you're superficial, but if I lost these things, like,
would you still be here? Yeah.
Would you still be here? Like, or is it really me? But what if I lost what I think I am? Mm-hmm. Which is just so good. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I don't know, you don't have to if you don't want to, but did you want to speak on like any of those doubts that you were having when you were writing those songs?
Well, for Lose It All, I was kind of going through some things at the moment. And I was just thinking to myself, like, damn, if I didn't really have any of this shit, would you still talk to me or would you? Mm-hmm. But I know she's not that type of person. Yeah. So it was just the thoughts that were going through my head and me overthinking and just being really in my head about things.
Yeah. And I do want to say, it comes through the song that it isn't like, shit, my partner, like, they're superficial, all that. It really does come through. And I personally, like, related a lot to the song of, like, I know that you are not that kind of person. And I know, like, I shouldn't be having these thoughts because you've given me no reason to. Yeah. But everyone's human and everyone has those thoughts. Yeah. And yeah, it was very relatable in that way. Yeah. It was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So these 3 songs are your most recent ones, but they're not the only songs that you've come out with.
Yeah.
You have a whole other album that came out 2 years ago now, I believe.
Yeah. Just about 2.5 years ago, maybe. Yeah.
Okay. And it's called Broken Promises.
Yes.
Very good album.
Thank you.
Please listen to it. I'm going to link it. It's great.
That's my baby.
So the first one, I just want to touch on 2 of the songs because we don't have all day, but also like these songs are really good. So I want to touch on I Promise because that's one of the most popular songs on your SoundCloud. And it's just a song that made me feel so warm inside. I was laying in bed. I was listening to it when I got back from that party last night at like 4 a.m. And I was just laying in bed, like smiling to myself.
I like hearing stuff like that. I don't know. That just makes me happy.
It's good. Because first off, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Very beautiful. And then on top of that, it's just like this beautiful love song. And that's where I was like, wow, she really loves love.
Yes.
Like, she loves love. It's just like this beautiful love song. And just this huge, like, proclamation of how much you love someone and you promising to always be there with them.
Yes.
And, oh, man. I could talk all day about it. But then Bonnie and Clyde was what really caught me off guard.
And everybody really likes that song.
It's for a good reason. First off, you have a music video for it.
Yes.
Which is a very good music video. We're going to talk about that in a second.
Okay.
But when I listened to it, I was like, this is Ylang Ylang.
Yeah. Yeah. Even, I think OnlyFans 2, that's Earthquake.
Shoot.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. See, Earthquake I'm not as familiar with, but Ylang Ylang was a song I listened to a lot.
Yeah.
Which is just this, it's like an instrumental lo-fi type song. Yeah. And so you sampled that and like sang over it, which I never thought like, oh, I wonder what people would be singing about with Ylang Ylang. But then when you sang, I'm like, this is like what I'm thinking about when I'm listening to this song. It's like that love.
I heard it, I was listening to Apple Music and it came on like a random playlist or something.
Yeah.
And I heard it on TikTok a few times and I'm like, I want to use this.
Yeah.
And I have to do something to it. Like, I don't know what the fuck I want to do, but I'm going to do something to it. So I like listened to it for like a good month. And it was one day I got in the shower and I just started thinking about stuff and I was just like, I just started singing random words. I had my voice memos on and just was listening and just like in my whole zone.
Yeah. Is that how your creative process normally works? You just like put the voice recorder on and sing stuff in the shower or whatever and then be like, damn, that was good.
No, actually that whole album I wrote at work. While I was at work.
Shoot.
Yeah, throughout different days. I would just have my headphones on. We couldn't have headphones. So I had my hair down, have my headphones in. And
that's what I do.
We started writing. Yeah.
Where did you used to work?
DHL in Melrose Park. It's like a mail warehouse.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Okay. Do you still work there now or do you leave?
Oh, no. I work for Office Depot.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So anyway, sidetrack. For Bonnie and Clyde, like the whole song obviously is making reference to Bonnie and Clyde, the famous gunslingers that were like ride or die. But it was kind of interesting to see this different take on Bonnie and Clyde. Because a lot of times when people reference it, it can be a little bit toxic. It can be a little bit like, you're with me and we're doing this, ride or die. But it was more in the way of like, we're connected to each other in a way that like no one else is really going to truly understand. Yes. And I want you to constantly be growing and so I can support you. I want to constantly be growing and find new things about myself. And we're going to be each other's ride or die in that sense.
Yes.
Which I really appreciated. And then when with the music video, it's so beautiful.
Thank you.
It's such a beautiful music video, and it really gave me chills, especially that last line.
Which one?
It was the last line in your song, and you had this beautiful, this beautiful tone of voice that just like went right with like the music, like right with the melody, and then it just cuts to black, and I'm like. But I did want to ask, so the girl in the music video, there was times when she was in like it almost looked like a bird cage.
It was a bird cage.
We
wanted to utilize it. We didn't know how to use it. It was in the room, and we were just trying to figure out how to utilize it.
Yeah. It was really cool. I wanted to ask if there was like any symbolism behind it or if it was just like it was really cool. We wanted to use it.
Yeah, no, we just wanted to use it. There was really no symbolism behind it.
And you know, that's fair because it looked good.
Thank you.
So what was your like time like making the music video?
We did it. Oh, it was a 2-day span. We did it at some suite. I forget what it is, but it's downtown somewhere. And then we did it at the park. What's the question again? I feel like
no, you're fine. Like, how was like the process? Was it like fun? Did you have any good stories? It was a fun, easygoing process.
Usually beforehand, I'm like super shy and like nervous and shit. But as soon as the camera comes on, I'm just like, oh,
you turn it on.
In my mood. Yeah. So
No.
it was pretty easy. Sharpest Sniper, he shot it, and he's really cool. He's really dope at what he does. So
Yeah.
it was a really smooth and easy process.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.